This is a reading for Scorpio. Welcome to LL Energy. I call upon my angels, guides, and ancestors to come into this reading to watch over you, protect you, and guide you on your paths. Namaste. So, let's get into it. I'm going to do this reading for Scorpio. Let's see what comes out. I'm trying to keep these readings quick, but that hasn't happened with every sign. So, yeah, let's see. Okay, we'll take that. So 3 of Cups in reverse. Okay, we'll take that because it wants to flip out. Lovers in the upright. Okay, last shuffle. So this Scorpio reading can be for somebody who has Scorpio in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, South Node. Okay, that's enough shuffling, I think. Okay, so we've got the Lovers as well. I'm not going to show it to the screen because there seems to be something happening in regards to Lovers. And certain cards that we're apparently not allowed to show anymore. So I'm just going with the flow because I don't want my reading to be taken down. So I've got 2 of Wands in reverse. The Tower. Last card, Palace of Cups. Okay. Bottom of the deck, I've got 8 of Cups in reverse. So there could be somebody that you know there are things that are possibly coming to an end, like in a love relationship. This seems like a love relationship spread. So you could feel like you don't want to take a break from this situation, but you're not having a choice. So it could be, so take the energy as it resonates. Somebody could, it could be vice versa, but somebody could be feeling really, really controlling in the reverse at this time. They could be angry about the fact that you may want to take a break and they may not want to have a break, or they may be thinking about you ending it or them possibly ending it, or you ending it and walking away. It's like a little pattern here. Knight of Swords we've also got as well, and Queen of Cups in reverse. So someone may feel like you don't love them anymore, or that you are pulling back your energy from them, who you may have been in a family situation with. So it could have been, or it could be because of someone's family as well. So it could have been a situation where they were feeling like a family situation they could give to was abundant, but then it quickly changed. It could be because of the feminine energy in the relationship, but take it how it resonates. It could be 2 feminines, could be 2 males, it could be male and female. There might have been a family dynamic that turned really, was turned upside down. Yeah, Queen of Cups in reverse. This person could feel like you may have turned, because this is Scorpio energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They may feel like you have turned cold towards them emotionally, or emotionally you're changing your approach with them. This could have been because of acts this person may have done towards you where you can't trust them, because we've got the Knight of Swords here. So it's like maybe there was some sort of communication that you wasn't able to get, or that you were not able to resolve with this person, because they seem to take quite a harsh stance in regards to communication. They can be quite controlling in the way that they express themselves, or they hold back maybe from things. But yeah, so that's bottom of the deck. Let's move on. So Three of Cups in reverse. So this could be that you may have felt that somebody had a choice between two lovers, because the Lovers is here, and this can be about a choice, or this could also be, because this is the only major arcana. Well, no, actually two major arcanas, the Tower and the Lovers. It could be also that, so this person could have had a choice between love. There could have been a third party that you may have found out about, or that you may have sensed. Or it could have been a third party involvement, which was to do with family, because we saw a family card there as well, where somebody came in and kind of meddled in a relationship. Or it could be that this person was concealing a third party from you. This person may love you and may care about you a lot, but this could have been twin flame dynamic as well, because this is a twin flame card. But this could be also about you trying to balance your feminine and masculine energy, or the other person trying to balance their feminine and masculine energy. And maybe you being intimate is how the energies kind of dissipate. So it could be one person feeling really, really bad energetic wise, and then another person feeling good, or vice versa, or both of you feeling bad at a certain time. This connection could be healing with intimacy. I got this actually in Gemini as well, actually. So if you have Gemini in your chart, you might want to watch that video too. But yeah, it could be about some sort of healing with this connection. But you could also be triggering each other to change emotionally at an emotional level. Maybe not acting out of passion straight away, but trying to see emotionally how you could change. But the way it seems is that it's not maybe going to plan, or maybe this situation is changing. Okay, sorry, Scorpio, somebody was at my door. So yeah, where was I? So basically, I was moving on from the Lovers to the Two of Wands. So there could have been, as I said, a decision that needed to be made, but you may have not wanted to make this decision, and you could be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. You could be dealing with a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Also, as well as yourself, you could be dealing with a Gemini. Or this person could have similar things in their chart, so similar placements or similar placements to yourself. But yeah, there was a decision that needed to be made, and maybe you have not made that decision, and the universe has come in and created this tower moment. So this is like something that's built on a faulty foundation that's been torn down. And the reason may have been because there were some things hidden, or there was a decision that was not being made, especially if this was you in the situation where you were choosing between two, or where you had a third party involvement. This could also be if there wasn't a third party involvement, that the person that you're dealing with could have thought there was, and this may have caused problems in the relationship. But I'll clarify. The Palace of Cups in this deck is related to your emotions. So this could be at one point where you may have been feeling emotionally overwhelmed but you're now deciding to release that and let that go. And letting it go to maybe because you can't keep going in the same situation that you're in, or maybe because you're feeling unloved. This person could have been feeling unloved and decided to cause a tower in some aspects, or this may have been, if you were not emotionally opening up to somebody, it caused a tower moment. I'm sorry if you can hear noise, that's my child walking around. Oh gosh. Okay, let's just shuffle these. So yeah, it could be about a love relationship. As I said, this person could have been a soulmate to you. There may be an apology coming in towards you as well, or there may be an apology that you wanted to give to somebody, or you could have apologized to somebody already. If there was a third party relationship, we've got the Justice card. That's another major arcana that's popped out over this card, over the Three of Cups. So you could be dealing with a Libra as well. But if this is in relation to a third party situation that you didn't want somebody to find out about, for example, it could have been like a one night situation that you may have had, maybe when you had an argument with a person, or just for example, this doesn't have to be your story, but it could have been like where you had a disagreement and you maybe have done something reckless, or the other person has done something reckless, and basically there's a justice in this situation. The justice may be in your favor if it's a case where somebody is accusing you and you may not have done this. But if it's a case where you have, then justice is being brought in by the universe in regards to this connection, which may not be in your favor, but it looks like justice could be in your favor. But if you see with this Justice card, there's still a blindfold on, so there's still something hidden, whether it's from you or maybe the other person, or maybe it's something that the other person cannot see if there's been more than one party involvement in this situation. You could have ended something with a Libra as well. Or put an end to a game of, in regards to a third party situation. Because obviously if there's no third party, it's only two. So maybe you didn't give someone the option to make a choice, you just made the choice for them. This person could also feel like you don't love them, but you do, whether it's you or the other person. Okay, let's cut the cards. If you're going through any sort of legalities as well, you may not have been able to get support, and this may have affected you emotionally, but the justice will be in your favor. So regardless of whether you have support or some form of representation, it looks like the universe will be blessing you. Just be careful at this time because of Mercury retrograde, of dotting your I's and T's and checking over paperwork and contracts. So over the lovers, I've got the King of Wands. So definitely you could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries or Leo. It doesn't have to be female or male. It's just energies. But if it is a masculine in this energy, or an energy that you may have been taking on, then it could have been that you had a very passionate connection with this person, and Yeah, they may be feeling that the passion is the only thing that is going on in this connection, rather than maybe emotional fulfillment. Let's see. This definitely could be a twin flame connection, because we've got the Four of Wands here over the Two of Wands. So could also be that if you were trying to make a decision about your home or moving, you may have decided to move and put an end to a contract that you have. Over the Tower, I've got the High Priestess. Over the Palace of Cups, we've got the Three of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Eight of Swords. So somebody could have been in their head about this situation and feeling like this is almost like, obviously they're overthinking, but yeah, this could be overthinking, considering all the effort that you put into this situation, or this could be the other person. And the communication, the back and forth between each other, the resting periods and breaks. It could have been something that has been quite overwhelming for you both, or for one of you. There's something that this person may feel like they're blindfolded to and that they can't see. Or this could be you, where you're feeling trapped in a situation, in terms of, because this person's like, her hands are bound, her eyes are blindfolded. There's something you may not have seen. Definitely could be dealing with an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But there's something, or this could be the energy you're taking on, but there is definitely something that you couldn't see. But with this, it's like you were able to break free at any point. It's just the overthinking was maybe keeping you stuck. So yeah, if there was a third party, there's justice in this situation in regards to the third party, because maybe the way that you were behaving with this person, or the way this person was behaving with you, has been maybe in and out, because the King of Wands can be in and out. They're very busy. They're very, they might be very creative. They might be also spiritual, but not always necessarily have the best intentions. But generally, as a king, they do. They may have taken on an energy of, yeah, just looking towards things that may be not serving them in some aspects. This person may know that their choice has been made, or choice needs to be made, between two lovers. This person also may feel like it's justice for you leaving the situation because you don't have any clarity, but the person that you're dealing with may be, if it's a high priestess, because there's a high priestess here, if this is a high priestess that's put the relationship to an end, and this is a twin flame connection, this person can feel quite a lot spiritually, and they may not go by what they see physically in the physical. They may go by the messages that they've been getting, dreams. They may be getting hunches. They may be having a sense of overwhelm, especially if this person is somewhat empathic, or a star seed. What's all the other ones? There's loads of different spiritual names, or tags of what people say. But basically, if this person is highly intuitive, they will sense a third party, or they will sense something is not right. You may have made a decision, or this person may have made a decision to be in this situation. Let me see what the four. I want to see what the Justice card is first. I see before we continue. You could also feel like this person is dealing with a third party. Yeah, so the justice could have been in your favor because of some form of inner conflict, or vice versa. There's some form of inner conflict that this person may have been having about a third party situation, and they feel like it's justice that this situation has come to an end because of maybe the fighting and internal conflict that they were having about it. And also because this person doesn't want to be in a third party situation. This person wants to be chosen as one connection. The other person could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, another Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo, or a Gemini. Let's check this King of Wands. This could also be type of person that has a wandering eye, even if they have something that's a wonderful at home. Yeah, somebody decided to take a break. Maybe the passion was too overwhelming for them as well. And somebody could have been really defensive about arguments and disagreements that you've had. Somebody could have also just been tired of feeling this sense of overwhelm, especially if it's a twin flame situation. As I said, it would be very, very intense, and not all the time, but at times. And sometimes if one twin is more awoken than the other twin, it can cause an imbalance energetically wise, and it can feel really, really overwhelming, especially for the person that is more aware spiritually. Yeah, this person may have just tried to take a break from you, or you may have tried to take a break from this person. You may have felt like they're coming in more so, as I said, for the intimacy or replenishing their energy of some kind or in some way. But that energy may have been taken elsewhere and may not have been channeled back into the relationship. If this is a work situation and somebody's tried to sabotage you in work, there may be a decision made by a boss where they put this person on timeout, or they warn this person about their behavior. So if somebody has been trying to tarnish your name in some way or speak negatively on you, there will be justice in this situation, especially if there's someone that you've had an argument with before or a disagreement. There will be justice in the situation in your favor. And you may need to take a break from work as well. If you're very passionate about your role, you may need to take a break from that. Or take a holiday. Or there may be some choices and decisions for you to go towards something that you're more passionate about. Yeah, definitely could be dealing with a Sagittarius. Or a fire sign of some sort. Temperance also as well, if you are dealing with a Sagittarius in this situation, or you are in a twin flame dynamic with a Sagittarius, they may need to feel some sense of balance. They're temperance, so they generally rule being peaceful, having some form of harmony in their dynamic, it's like bringing balance of fire and water, the calm and the emotions. I think if they're too amped up in one area and then feeling worse in another area, that can put them out of balance, and almost like a Libra where you need to be in balance. Yeah, that could put them out of balance. But it seems like this person, if this is related to a person, is trying to regain their sense of balance. Another way you can look at it is by this person maybe making a decision. If they've made a decision to leave, or they've caused an ending of some kind, they may have felt like they had to make a decision in order to balance the energies out in some way. Yeah, strength. They needed to find maybe their inner strength. If this is in relation to you and healing, there's strength and healing here. If this is in relation to you, you could be also focused on your home or doing up your home or your children and your family. But as I said, there may have been a decision that you needed to make about a relationship. It could have been two relationships. Somebody could have found out about a mistress or sensed that there was a mistress involved or somebody that you had on the side. This person, if it's not you, then it's obviously the other person. Let me see down here. Yeah, because then you've got after the high priestess. So yeah, somebody could have found out about a third party. Even if you have not disclosed this information, they could have just got tired of dealing with a situation, or this could be you tired of dealing with a situation and you wanted to move forward. Or just let this go because emotionally it was too depleting, because this is a card of emotions. And then we've still got the Three Pentacles here. So you could be letting go of emotional matters and trying to focus on work or focus on your tangible things in the 3D. But there's also a sense of leaving an emotional third party behind, or an emotional situation behind. Let's see what this Three of Pentacles is here. Yeah, bottom of the deck again, we've got the Lovers. Not really supposed to show it too much, but yeah, got the Lovers again. So you could be dealing with, if this is you in a situation, as I said, take it as it resonates. I'm trying to speak from both perspectives, but if you have two relationships, one may be a soulmate relationship or something that you don't want to let go of. One could also be a false twin flame where you think that that person was your twin flame, but maybe they're not. And it could feel very similar, because sometimes there's situations where they start and it could seem like it is leading to that twin flame dynamic, but then it's a karmic situation, or it plays out like a karmic situation, because there's two sets of lovers here. But that can also represent choices, and someone here has made a choice to leave this situation behind because of a third party. And they're deciding to go within. They're trying to emotionally let this go. Even if they don't want to, they're trying to not cut off their emotions necessarily, but just realizing that it may be an emotional loss and they have to try and move forward. So they may be focused more on work or trying to build themselves up again. But the Hermit is showing that there's a reason or a need to go within. And if this is relation to the other person, they may need to go within about a situation and decide what they really want. Yeah, somebody has left someone else out in the cold. And this could have been done more than once, up to 4 or 5 times. And that caused this person to be defensive, but there may be manipulation in this situation. Could be dealing with an Aries, or an Aries could be involved. And we've got the Nine of Swords here. Somebody could have really had anxiety and been overthinking about this situation and felt just really overburdened. Yeah, because there's some form of deception here that hasn't been expressed. And that person may not have clarity on the situation, or you may feel like you don't have clarity. This could also send you or the other person into a period of awakening. And they may need to go through a period of enlightenment about emotions or emotional emotionally giving to a situation or giving to too many situations. Maybe that's it as well, because they could be emotionally giving to more than one person. Even if, for example, even if someone holds you as a main woman or a main male, as the person that they want to be with or the person that they love, or things that you may bring to the table. But if somebody doesn't want to be in that dynamic, or if that wasn't discussed up front in the beginning, then the other person, as I said, may realize that it's not for them. Especially with the Tower and the High Priestess being here, if this is someone that is a spiritual based person as well, male or female, this is like the universe stepping in and saying, you can't play with this person, because this is like a sacred being. This is somebody who is like put in your life as a gift. So it's you or the other person. They've been put in your life, or you've been put in their life as a gift from the universe. And there may be a lesson here that somebody has missed. But yeah, there'll be a period of introspection, and that period of introspection may bring you out into a better place as an emperor. If this person that you were dealing with is an emperor or empress, can be either or, this period of introspection may bring you out as in you becoming an emperor or an empress, because it's almost like the energy has to match. So with an empress, you can't have a king. You can't be a king of wands. You need an emperor. If it's vice versa, you need an empress. And there you go, 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck. So as soon as you go through this process, or the other person goes through this process, there may be communication that comes in. But the suggestion is to tell the truth about a situation, either yourself or the other person, so that they can move forward. And you can move forward. This relationship that you've been through, or the other person, is going to change you or them or both of you. Yeah, I'm getting a stronger male energy here. But anyway, that is the end of your reading. Also, if you are planning to work for yourself and you've been in a situation where you've been working for other people, and you have now been through some sort of spiritual awakening, or some sort of process, you may be coming out learning that you need to work for yourself, learning that you need to be a boss, male or female. You may not want to do what you've done before, and the path that you may be taking may be more one in alignment with you, or full of purpose or spiritual purpose in some way. Because a lot of times the twin flame dynamic as well is based on you finding your purpose. It's not only about the love connection. Sometimes people get it confused. It's not about just a love connection. You can end up together, but it's also about finding your spiritual purpose, stepping into your own power, but not in an ego way. It diminishes the ego, and then you move forward in another way, which is from a humble place, because the hermit is humble. The hermit is going within, looking at yourself, facing. This person could have been here to make you face certain things, or show you a mirror of yourself, which is usually what happens in some twin flame dynamics. You get a mirror of yourself shown, vice versa. Could be both. And then you move forward on your path. But you will end up in a more powerful state or position, regardless of what you've been through or what you're going through. The lessons you have to learn may be harsh ones, or for the other person, but it's going to bring you out into a more solid place. You're not going to have to, being an emperor or an empress, you're not going to have to really rely on anyone else to support you financially or help you in a certain way, you're going to end up gaining that 10 of Cups and that maybe love relationship on your own. But it also comes with being your authentic self and keeping your integrity and righting any wrongs that you have. Yeah, sometimes that part of the journey is hard because you may get a sense of needing to go around and apologize to people that you've hurt, or people that you have wronged in some way, whether it's like emotionally, whatever, or vice versa. You may receive this from another person. So it says, let your friends help you, ask for and accept support from others. So if you're not someone that accepts support, then maybe it's time to soulmate. I'm pulling from the bottom. I didn't even realize. Yes, this is your soulmate. Could have a new love coming in as well. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if you have had a new person coming to your life and another person leave, it could be that this new person is a soulmate. You may have had a twin flame, or it may be vice versa. But it could be a new love that's coming in, or a renewed love. Then it says, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So we'll take the new love and put it here as well. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Oh gosh, I think this ring light is not helping. These cards are kind of like holograms as well. Attraction. You attract a romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So that will be under soulmate. Chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. So with the new love, there may be a strong magnetic attraction. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So this is under release your ex. So there may be some honesty that you need to have with somebody. Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So divine timing, yeah, that kind of comes with the twin flame path. So even if you have a break, children, your love life has been affected by children. So it could be children in the dynamic as well. Sometimes as well, you have periods where there are breaks in the twin flame dynamic if you are dealing with that sort of relationship. And that's because there's times that you may need to grow and also experience different relationships to kind of appreciate that one if you are meant to come into union in this lifetime. There may be some stuff around releasing and healing the past as well. Okay, so we've got closure. Not all connections are meant to be except closure. So if you didn't meet your twin flame, you could meet a twin flame after this connection, if this connection was maybe karmic. So it says true love, a deep and enduring connection going beyond superficial attraction. So that could be coming in, or you could have already met that person. Gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. Falling fast. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. Secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone is not being truthful, isn't being truthful. So yeah, that was coming up in the reading quite a lot. Dreams. Look at your dreams. They hold the answers you seek. So you may get downloads about a situation or about messages that you may need to pay attention to. Dressing up. An opportunity to dress up and party. Fun times ahead. So there may be a party coming in. This is a little bit similar to another read, actually. Charisma. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. And then we've got butterfly. You will meet a new love interest at a party or a night out. Star. Your hope and optimism are powerful love magnet for you right now. So after some healing, you may feel like a lot of people are drawn to you. Heartbreak. Heartbreak is a part of the human experience. It will pass. That's at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, there may be some healing that's needed in a connection or just personally for you yourself. All right, let's get a message card and a purpose card, even though it was more directed at love in this. Bodywork. Your life purpose involves bodywork such as massage therapy, energy healing, physical therapy, and exercise training. Light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light and love to this world. Yeah, that is usually the purpose of a twin flame connection as well. So it's about you getting into purpose. Practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. So if there's something that you need to do, or if you're a musician, practicing is going to make, not perfect, but great improvements. Creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. So when you're going through pain or there's stuff that you're healing from, creativity can also help. Spiritual teacher. You heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. So some of the things that you may have been through in your life may be leading you towards being a spiritual teacher. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. So it's an important part of your life purpose. Music. Your connection to music is healing for yourself and others. Yeah. So someone may be a musician. Artist. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial for your career and every other area of your life. So yeah, there may be right now a time where you need to get creative, and that is going to build you up in some way. Or it could also be that you end up making money from the pain that you've experienced in life, which is very, especially as a musician, that's quite common. Let's see. Let's do these mystical cards. Something just dropped while I was talking, sorry. So it says letting go, number 19. Trust is at the bottom of the deck. So let's do this. I've also been led to these cards as well, these energy cards. Let's pull some of these. The sun just flipped over. So something could be coming to light, or gosh, I can't even pick up this card. Yeah, something could be coming to light, or there may be a significance in Leo season. These cards can be shuffled in the reverse as well. Maybe something flipped out nearly. Could be some chakra work that needs to be done as well. Oh, gosh. All right, we'll take that. The Magician and the Mirror. I don't think I've ever pulled this card. Okay, let's get the books. I've got this one and this one. Okay, so we've got an 8 and a 9. So let's read Letting Go first, 19. So it says, the heart of the woman depicted on this Letting Go card has experienced a loss as deep as the ocean. A small boat navigates its way around the swirling vortex in the sea, representing the profound hole you feel in your heart when you lose someone or something special. The boat is filled with emotional baggage as it bravely tries to steer its way through sorrow. The giant stone god in the background is screaming out his frustration. Look closely for deep in the tunnel the pain and suffering pass through, and you can see the light of peace emerging. The light is beckoning you to surrender, and if you let go of your trauma, you will see that everything will be all right. The woman surrenders her pain to the light. Her sadness and sorrow have been truly felt and leave her body. The light symbolizes the shift in her life and a promise of better days ahead. The emptiness she feels in her heart begins to fill with beauty and hope, and stormy ocean waters around her become tranquil. She has navigated the turbulent waters of emotional turmoil and surrendered to a higher power. So yeah, if you're dealing with, as I said, a spiritual connection, whether it's male or female, specifically the feminine energy though, this could definitely be about them trying to balance out and release. And if they've been through a lot in the past, then it's kind of inevitable that they're not going to settle for anything less than they deserve. And in vice versa, this could also be about you not settling for anything less than you deserve, but also needing to do the shadow work and the emotional work to heal whatever needs to be healed for you from past or current situation or all. So the Magician in the Mirror and the Mirror. Knowing and using your true power. This card upright, this card, I can't even get my words out today. This card upright represents the culmination of your personal and spiritual power at this time. In the Magician's left hand is the flame of passion and action. In his right hand is a vortex of water and the light of reflection. This highly beneficial card is telling you that you are the magician, and within your grasp are the amazing forces of earth and spirit. The water is the energy of yin, the power of spirit and clarity of thought. The flame is the energy of yang. So yeah, twin flame relationship, yin yang energies. The flame of the energy of yang, bringing direction and creativity. Together, they give you the magnificent magic of transformation. The mirror stands beside the magician, reflecting the outer world's response to your choice to use or dismiss the true power that you have. Its silver reflection reveals the future in a mist on the horizon, ready to be magically formed. This Mercury retrograde stuff. When you receive the Magician upright, you put you are put on notice that an important and powerful time is at hand. You are the alchemist of your life. And just as an alchemist turns base metals, into gold, you are now able to transform your difficulties into great blessings. This is true in every area of your life. Claim your power and embrace your intentions in your heart and in your daily life. Direct your destiny, and the mist of the future will clear into brilliant reality. So that was that card. I am sending you lots of love and light. This was a lot longer than I expected it to be, as most of the readings have been. But I'm sending you lots of love and light, Scorpio. Take care. Until next time, and namaste.